Hi guys, it's Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner. Turning down that friggin' music already. Okay, so hopefully you guys can hear me and there should not be an echo like there was yesterday. But you know what? I'm just a little bit excited about what we're going to be playing with tonight. So forgive me if my brain just decided to stop and doesn't work properly. Let me take a look at the comments, see who all is in the house, because I was already reading down. It's like, oh boy, look at all the folks that are here. We have got Maureen and Dawn and Mr. Jim Eber. Welcome, guys. Dawn is here. And okay, looks like Jim caught the same kind of funk cold that I did. Funkiness is not good. And so too bad you can't see the doctor till Thursday. I'm hoping that you'll be feeling better before that. Okay, we also have Crystal and Amanda with Pear Blossom Press. Welcome, welcome. Going down the chat. Maureen Pryor, of course, Miss Cordelia. Hello, Miss Cordelia. Maybe we should start saying time like we're on Craft Roulette. You guys are so funny. Okay, Marin says that she's not going to be able to watch the whole thing. Well, guess what? You can always watch the replay, but also be sure after the fact to be sure to check down in the description because there's some additional information down there that you're going to want. Jim hates adulting. I hate adulting every day. Hello, Miss Susie Fick. Okay, so it looks like I think I got everybody. I think I said hello to everybody. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my StreamYard stream that's going to show all of us. And that is so that I can show you kind of what I have down here in my lab, which if you saw the posts on Facebook and Instagram, then you already know what we're playing with. But I did not really share it anywhere else yet. So let me go ahead and bring them on. Welcome, ladies. I absolutely love that drum roll. Oh my god.
Hello.
So what we're going to be playing is some artistry. Now, you've already seen this little booklet before. This is the one that I got from Ashley at Artistry almost a year ago when I did a couple of projects using some of their stuff. And this is one of the things that I made at that time. This is just some stamps. And it is awesome. But it basically, when you do sublimation, and Bethany is probably more of an expert because she's got a sublimation printer, which I do not have. But what it basically does is it turns the ink into a gas and it fuses with the polyester coating that is on your keychain or whatever. And I could have done the back, but I didn't realize it at the time. So I did do a couple of those on some videos last year. I will share the links to those if I haven't already. Hello, Sherry D. I see you popped in. So let me go ahead and bring up the other ladies too so that they can show you what I sent to them. Actually, I'm going to bring both of y'all up if I can do that and then try to bring myself out.
Hello. I think we lost your volume, Ms. Debbie J.
Okay, there we go. I was trying to remember how to remove just the screen and to leave my voice there. So you guys go ahead and show them what I sent off in the mail to you. And the reason for this is because Ashley at Artistry was generous enough to give me some samples at the show.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Mine is still in the bag, so I wouldn't be tempted to play with it. I'm like, yeah.
It's hard. It is really hard not to play with the stuff when you get it.
I was good and I waited and only just took it out like 20 minutes ago. So.
Oh my goodness. I hope
I didn't unwrap anything.
Okay, so that means you get to show all the stuff that was actually in that one. So you can see from Elizabeth that she's got some markers there and she's got a black ink pad. What else you got there, Miss Elizabeth?
I've got a little sublimation blank. And I got a little this is the cutest little basket. And then a couple of the little typewriters she was playing with. They're super cute. Nice and thick. And then where'd it go? What are these? The
Okay, that's a memory decks card that I made. I think I made that one in January, February. We were going to do a swap, and I really have not been keeping up with the swaps and stuff. But I did do that one. I think back at that point, and it was using some of the club kit. I think it was a January club kit. That was something I had in my stash. I thought you might like.
yeah, I've got little nieces that I can stamp those up for and send them some cards.
Ooh.
And then this feels like parchment paper.
Okay, that is actually, I've got 2 rolls somewhere. The other one's got the label on it. But that is some of the paper that you use to protect, basically to protect everything. So you're going to want to do a sandwich with it. You should
Yep.
also have a sheet that is instructions. Oh, also that tape you see there, that is heat resistant tape. So that's how you tape everything down.
Yep.
Okay,
Lots of instructions.
Awesome.
Which I will not read.
I printed
because
out
I'm
what
lazy.
came in my instruction book. I copied it for you guys so you would have that because it is specific to. It tells you the instructions on how to do it for the coaster that you're using. I want to make sure you knew kind of what you were needing to do.
Yeah.
So, Miss Bethany, you want to show us what all you got?
Sure. Okay. So you sent me the little gift basket, the cute little one that you made, or that you've been making with that Spellbinders kit. So that's in there. And then another memory decks card. Super cute with some gloss or some foiled hearts. And then 2 of the little mini typewriter cards, which are super cute and really fun. And actually, Debbie, I went and I just got this set, the little
Awesome.
one. You tempted me enough, so I had to get it. And then these really cute owl and butterfly stamp sets.
Awesome.
Yay.
Well, I'm
And
glad to know
then-
that it wasn't the stamp set that I'm kind of missing. I've got only a few crafty design ones, and I don't remember what I did with my stamp that says "Caution Women Crafting" because I want to make one of those for somebody I saw at the show because she liked it so much. Anyhow, I'm so
yeah.
glad that you liked all the goodies that I added. I wanted to add some of the stuff from my stash, make it a little bit more personal than just the sublimation stuff. So I'm glad that you guys enjoy that.
Yeah. Ms. Artist Spree is in the house.
Awesome.
Yay.
Welcome, Ashley. I did not see you pop in. I do see Monica's here, but I did not see that you popped in. Thank you. She said that Ashley actually told me that she had a softball game, I think it was, to go to. And of course, I am scrolling up and not seeing the comment.
I see her.
Okay, now I see her. Down at the bottom. There we go. Hello. But yeah, Ashley is super sweet, and I was so excited to get to meet her. And at some point, I have to make a road trip because she lives south of me. I think she's probably maybe an hour or 2 away, and I really need to go down and see their whole setup. That would be so fun. And I just realized I need to shut some more stuff down because I'm getting kind of a buffering kind of thing. Or at least YouTube is telling me that they don't like something. So give me just a sec to do that. Okay, I'm leaving that piece up. There's different things I want to make sure I'm leaving up.
They're pretty.
Keep important stuff up.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I see that Ms. Ashley has got, trying to remember which hand is, okay, I recognize that. I think that's, I don't have you guys with your names up. That's part of the problem. Let me fix that.
This is Elizabeth with
That
the
is
blingy blings on today.
Yeah, but I wanted to show your names. Show display names. Why is it not showing your names?
I have ECR on when I signed in, so.
I know. It did have everybody's names up there.
All right.
I don't know. Anyway,
I'm gonna say
that's Elizabeth, and then we've got Bethany. And what I had the hardest trouble with is trying to figure out what do I want to try to play with, because that's the big thing. I do have my Cricut Easy Press off to the side. This is the most important reason for doing. Oh, you're gonna do your unicorn. That is an awesome idea. Awesome. The main reason I wanted you to have this is to know the temperature. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn my little heat thing on. I think.
Mine doesn't have temperature. It has low, medium, high.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And
So
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
see
go
the
hot.
temperature on the
I don't
directions.
see it on here either, but I could have sworn I saw it on something. Maybe it was on a different sheet because that was the reason that I printed the darn thing out.
Yeah, I looked at it like probably 3 times today, and I was like,
Woo.
I don't see it anywhere. Oh, it's on the back of the marker set. It has easy press 360, 90 to 180 seconds, heat press.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
depends
they have
on
all
which item it is too as to how long it takes. But you know what?
that.
I have the power of the internet. I can look it up.
Yay.
I'm sure that it's going to be on the Artistry website. Which I do have. My bot is on, so it should pop up a few different times with links if you are interested in any of the products. Plus, here is something that I added it in the chat, but I haven't. I mean, I added it in the description, but haven't mentioned it to anybody. Ashley got us a discount. If you
You
decide
do?
that, yes, there is a
Yeah, yeah.
10% discount on the products on the website if you use coupon code Sublimation. So that is super cool for you guys. And me too. I may have to do some shopping. Let me look up the coasters. Right now, I'm going through everything here. I know you guys are pulling out your stuff and trying to decide what you want to do. The first thing that you'll want to do, since you're going to be doing the coaster, is on a sheet of paper, kind of draw the outline of that so you know where you want your design to be. And then we can start working on the designs because that is the fun part. And I know that you guys both kind of know that because I think you've done something similar. Oh, thank you so much, Jim. I think that means he's going to do some shopping. So now I just need to find a coaster on here. I just want to make sure I have the right temperature. Because I don't remember what it was. I told you my brain is not, I'm not functioning correctly yet. And they've got so many different kinds of blanks. And they've got some bundles, and they've just got so many different things on the website. It's totally cool.
Yeah, I've been drooling over these since the first time you aired them.
I know.
Oh.
Why do you think when I went to the show, I was like, Elizabeth is gonna love this part, so I have to tell her. Okay, so according to the Artistry website, it says that when you're using your Cricut Easy Press or whatever Easy Press it is 400 degrees at 90 seconds. So I'm gonna go ahead and preheat mine up to 400 just so it's ready to go. And looks like it remembered it from last time, which is cool.
So mine doesn't get up to 400.
That just means
I
you would
have
hold
the-
it longer.
Okay, because I
Yeah,
have the
that's all.
Easy Press original.
Okay, and then another thing that they have in their store is this guy. This is similar to the mat that you use like with your Cricut Easy Press, whatever it is to protect your surface. This is like some thick rubber. So that's one that they actually sent me that is from their website. And where did I put my tape? Did I leave my tape over in the other room? I think I did. In order for me to do anything, I kind of am going to need my tape, you know? And so I'm going to go ahead and just put out some of the other things that I've got from them. I actually got two. Do what?
If you lose me, it's because there's a big old thunderstorm out there.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh boy.
Oh no, it's
That's
lovely.
what we had this morning.
I love thunder. It's beautiful.
And here's something else I thought about after the fact too, Miss Elizabeth. I thought, I should have sent them one of my little tape dispensers. This is what I use for my hot tape. Oh, and Elizabeth, you're there, but Bethany's gone. This is what I use for that heat resistant tape, and it's a unicorn, and I got it at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, I have not
But I
seen
showed you
those
that.
yet,
I think I showed you those like last year when I got them, and then I didn't. I forgot. Okay, so my bot finally put up that note about the discount. So I've got that one showing up here on the screen now with the code, and in the chat I've got my affiliate link to the main page for Artist Spree. Okay,
Cool.
somebody was asking about an easy press. Yes, this is my Cricut easy press. This is like the medium sized one, and it is a big iron. It does not have any steam holes. That's another thing that's important with this. You do not want to have anything that's going to do steam. And this makes it so you can have easy, basically steady pressure. There are bigger machines. I think for like 300 and something on Artistry's website, they've got one of the big industrial kind of size ones. And I think that's actually a pretty good deal, to be honest. It's like 300 or 500, something like that. Anyway, I thought that was kind of cool. Let me get some of this out of the way. One thing I did want to show you that they have, because what Elizabeth did is she printed hers out. Let me bring her up center screen, because we were talking about this ahead of time. What she was going to do was print out something and then wanted to figure out, how do I do this to get the text in the right direction? So what you do, at least what I did, is I stamped everything out on one side because I used stamps on mine last time. And then I flipped it over and did all the writing on the back. And what she's doing here is really smart too. She's using a light box so that she can see those lines better. Because what happens is you're going to wind up, if you did it just on the front, you're going to wind up with a reverse image when you do your heating, when it goes into that other page. So what I've got in front of me here are some of the stamps that they have. And if you look at them, these don't look right. They're backwards compared to what we're used to with our other stamps, because these intentionally stamp the opposite direction so that they're ready to go and ready to be sublimated into another thing. So you can always, if you're not good with writing like me, when I was trying to trace them on this one, I can tell there are lots of places that I didn't really do that well, but you know what? It's artsy and it's mine, so I'm happy with it. But if you want to make sure that your text is really good, you can always get some of the stamps that Artistry has got as well. Okay, let me look at the chat. I'm going to bring the other ladies back up and take my screen down because I'm not really doing anything at the moment. I have to figure out what thing I want to do. And looks like Bethany, are you just drawing and stuff, honey?
Yep, I'm freehanding.
Awesome.
I have it in my head of how it's supposed to look, so we'll see how it goes.
Awesome. If you could move it up a little bit on the screen, yeah, a little bit further, that way we can see it. And now I know why we couldn't see the names. If I have a comment pulled up, apparently it doesn't show the name. Now it shows that this is Miss Bethany that's coloring. One thing of good warning for you guys, when you're coloring this stuff in, the colors are not going to be as bright and vibrant on your paper as what you think they're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bethany already knows that from her printer.
Oh,
it always turns out very dull. I really thought I was messing up, and I kept adding more and more and more color when I did mine.
Well, I should show you the sublimation print I did this morning.
Yeah, that looks dull, but it's not.
It looks very dull.
And that also shows what I was talking about, where the print is backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the only way it's going to be able to transfer correctly.
Yeah, it says it's only sarcasm, burn calories.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay, bringing everybody back up.
Now I need my logo. What color is Sassy? What done? I forgot. Facebook, where are you? There you are. Okay, so we have... Well, it's a rainbow, you dork. Okay.
You forgot already?
Yeah, okay, so red... Yep.
And
red
your sound is a little bit off, Miss Bethany. It's like got a crackling with it.
Oh, no. Okay. Is that better?
Now, I just think it's like a weird connection. I don't know if it's fixable or not, but I wanted you to at least know.
Is it like consistent? Because if it's consistent, I'll just switch to a different mic.
I think it's as whenever you're talking.
Oh.
So yes, whenever you're talking. Okay, so what I've done is just traced around where my coaster is, so I have an idea of what I want to go where. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same stamp that I did the last time just because I think it's cool. This one is from Trinity Stamps, and it's got all these cute artsy supplies and stuff on there. So,
My iron just beeped at me.
did it say that it's ready or not ready?
I think it says, I've been ready. I'm tired of being ready. Do something with me.
Okay, those do not work. Let me get this one out. Okay, so I'm just going to ink it up with my Artistry Black Sublimation ink. And if you look at their website, they do have other colors now. They don't have just the stamp pads in the black. And when you're stamping it down, it looks like brown. But it's not. It is going to transfer in black. Yeah, I'm still hearing something odd, Miss Bethany. Don't know what's going on with your sound. There's also a protective thing here, kind of like with StazOn, that I think is probably to make sure that it doesn't evaporate or anything. I don't know for sure, but. And now I'm going to. I think what I want to do this time is kind of stamp it off to the side. That would be kind of neat. And for my coaster, I'm just going to leave it with just the image and not put any text on. The way that I did the text before was I put a mask on my paper, but I don't think I'm going to go with any words this time, just because it takes so much longer. Okay, Dawn is asking if that's the mini press, and I think you said it was like a generic brand. Is that right?
Yeah, it's an Amazon because Cricut is too expensive for me. So I just got it in the mail today. HTV
Rot. Yep.
But yeah, I just got it today. It came with a little baggie too, so it's kind of cute. It doesn't say what the bag is, but I'm getting awful feedback.
Yeah, I'm hearing that too, and I don't know whose thing it is. So I'm going to temporarily turn off your mic,
Okay.
and then we'll see if it was you, or if it's me, or if it's Bethany.
Yeah, it's weird because I actually muted my mic too, and it still was going on. So.
Okay, so I've got both you guys turned off at the moment. So in the chat, if you guys can tell me if you still hear the lightsaber, I'd appreciate it, because then we know that it's something on my end. But if you don't, then it's probably somebody else's mic, but we won't know until we know, right? Okay. Amanda said she's prepping for May the 4th. Okay, so far no one else has said anything about the lightsaber sound, I don't think. Let me look back at my YouTube. Got to look at a different screen. Okay, Jim says it's gone. Pam says it's gone, and so that they both think that it's Bethany. So I'm going to turn on Elizabeth's mic and see if it comes back. So talk to us, Miss Elizabeth. Let's see if it's you.
I am here. I'm coloring in some greenery. These pens.
You are doing so awesome with that. I mean, I struggled with the pens to begin with because I was so used to. And did mine dry out? That one's not wanting to do anything. But I had trouble with my markers because I wasn't used to using a chisel tip like that.
Yeah, you just kind of hold it at an angle if you just need the fine point, and then flip it if you want to color it in faster and use the fatty point.
Absolutely. My problem was that I was just, at the time, a year ago, I was used to doing nothing but alcohol markers. So, okay, so we do still sound good. I'm going to go ahead and bring Ms. Bethany back up again, and let's see if the sound comes back. This is just kind of testing, make sure we know what it is. Okay, Miss Bethany, you can talk again, honey. I think Bethany fixed something while we didn't have her on.
She turned off her mic. It shows that she's muted.
Oh, okay, so she's still muted. Let me try unmuting her. Hello, Miss Bethany. Talk to us, honey.
I'm talking. Can you hear me?
Yep, you are Darth Vader.
I'm playing Darth Vader. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I'm going to mute you, so maybe switching mics will help.
I
You
just
can.
switched mics and now it works. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Well, I hate that. I want you to be able to talk. I guess that means that she'll have to type into the chat or something.
Well, that, or she can switch her mics if
I think she said that she did. Dawn's laughing because I said Darth Vader.
Yeah, I'm taking the kids to GameStop. Supposedly some Star Trek stuff is going to be on sale.
Oh, that's awesome. Maybe you can get yourself another Yoda. Yoda.
It's Grogu. Goodness, lady. Grogu.
Okay, Artist Bree, it said something in here. Let me bring up her comment if I can find it again. It's like, this is what I get for having more than one screen up, you know? It's like I see it on one, but not on the other. Okay, that's because it's not showing up in my StreamYard one.
I messed up my...
You did what?
I messed up my unicorn.
No.
I switched mics again. Can you hear me now?
That is better. Yes.
Okay. The only problem
Fantabulous.
is occasionally my fan on my computer will get really loud. So I'll just mute whenever you're like, I hear a fan. My husband is working on getting me another mic though, so.
Awesome.
Wait, why is this?
What did you do?
I don't know. The hair is funky on this.
To me, it looks awesome. It looks like you've got all the colors in the right order. That's probably the most important.
You don't have that.
Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Blues. On this, this has got some like swatch things, like paint swatches. So I can color those in with gradiating color. I thought that was kind of cool last time around. I forgot about it.
Yep, I missed this strand was supposed to be orange here, and that is supposed to be yellow. I shifted the wrong little bit.
So it's not going to match completely your normal.
Nope.
Your normal
this is
logo.
just my tester anyways. I'll do it again. I can't believe I did that. Yes, I can. Sounds like something I would do.
Sounds like something I would do.
So I'm actually not using copy paper, by the way. I'm using a spare piece of sublimation paper that got caught up in my printer yesterday.
That makes sense.
I was like, well, we're going to put it to good use.
We'll do 2 layers of that one.
Okay, so I'm seeing now. I think there were a couple of comments from Artist Bree. First one, for best results, we suggest leaving your markers tipped down before and during use, so that the marker might need to be powered up. So that's probably why this pink marker that I tried to start off with wasn't working right. It's because I've had all of these. I basically had them in these little cases tucked away while I wasn't using them. So who knows what direction they were in.
All right.
I have no idea.
If that's a good idea, let me...
Because I was trying to find some cool way to store everything in the least amount of space. And so when these these containers came out at the dollar store, actually I saw them on a video. So when I saw these pen cases, I went ahead and got a bunch of them, and they don't really close well. So I'm using, this is like a cabinet, one of those things from the baby department so that kids don't open up cabinets. So that's what I've been using on all of those, but it uses up less space, so that's a good thing. Let's see, I think I want my little punch here to be teal. This looks like a blue, but it's actually a teal because the colors on the caps actually are the colors of the items, which is awesome.
Okay, so we have our iron. We have iron, my little test fabric.
Okay, and Artistry also said this is since you're about to start heating up, she says Ashley says you can put a piece of heat transfer tape over any hiccups and it won't transfer.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yep.
Nice.
So basically, what you do is you tape your image to your blank. So you cut the sheet of paper smaller, but you tape it onto your blank using the heat transfer tape, and then you sandwich. Let me bring myself back up to. Oh, I am up there. And then you sandwich it between a couple of layers of the paper that I sent to you guys. So this isn't going to be too big of one. So I'm just going to cut a piece here. And what I liked to do, this is just me because I didn't want to waste anything. I folded it in half and sandwiched my thing in the middle. Only reason I'm going over this at this point, guys, is because I know Elizabeth is about to do all of her heating and stuff. So I'm going to just use mine as an example. Here's my piece here. Let's say I got this trimmed down and I put my project on top of it with the ink facing down. And I've got it taped on. So, okay, this is a better way. Have the paper down, put this on top, tape it down, and then put a layer of the paper, the transfer paper, the protective paper on top and on bottom before you press it. Okay, so you're putting this on. I'm going to bring you up big so I can see what you're doing, Miss Elizabeth. So you're going to do this onto canvas?
No, it's a piece of polyester from.
Oh, onto fabric. Awesome. That is perfect.
Yeah, and then maybe I can make it into a patch later. But this is my sample run since it was just Dollar Tree, and considering the fact I flubbed on my unicorn.
Okay, and then I love the way that Ashley said this. She says that I'm making a sublimation taco.
Okay, so I have my image.
Okay, and then you're
my fabric.
okay.
And then I'm gonna make a sandwich.
Right, you have a layer of, and you can cut that paper in half.
Yeah,
I made sure that I gave you enough to be able to do multiple, but you may want to at some point invest in a roll. I've also seen some people online use butcher paper. I have no idea how that one works, but I'm assuming that it works okay.
Yeah, it works fine. I use parchment paper. It works fine too.
I was gonna say this feels like parchment paper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to me, it kind of feels a little bit waxy, but not as waxy as wax paper. If that makes sense.
Right.
Okay.
Well, you don't want wax because the heat will remove
that'll
the wax.
melt it. We don't want that.
Okay, so that is going there. Okay. And I'm gonna take my little flat down because I don't need it popping up when I'm trying to do this. Take my little door down. Down there. Okay. Now we iron. Oh, I forgot a pen. Get over there. Oh, I was cooking it on accident.
And one tip is to always go outside of your
Yes.
Yes.
artwork
Okay.
area because most often you're gonna not line it up super straight.
Okay. And okay. And we have to do what, 90 seconds?
90 to 180.
Yes. Yeah, it was 400 degrees for 90 seconds.
90 seconds, yeah.
And I don't know how hot this is. So let
Well,
me get my timer.
after you've, and you want to try to just press it. So you're not going to want to run over it. You know, it's not like ironing a shirt where you run the iron over everything. You want to hold it and just press it down in one spot.
So I'm gonna 90 seconds per section-ish.
Okay, great. And then the way you know whether or not you've got it well enough, you can always peel up the side a little bit to take a peek before you do the whole thing. You know, after you've got it all heated to test it out to see whether or not it worked. Ashley is saying uncoated uncoated butcher paper, let me just bring that one up, is good. Parchment paper is better. Artistry siliconized paper is what the sublimation professionals use.
Gotcha.
So that's what the difference between I didn't know for sure what the difference were. And she also is saying, yep, hold it stationary to prevent ghosting. And what ghosting means is like when the image kind of gives you like a second impression. You don't really want it looking like it's slid. We do that enough with our stamping.
Right. You can't have a stamparatus for this. Like
not for the pressing part, no.
no.
90 seconds takes a long time.
Yep.
Wait, 60 seconds is a minute, so a minute 30?
Yep.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
So that one doesn't want to work either. So let me, it looked just a little bit. Put some, this one's not wanting to work either. Yeah, I've got plenty of markers that apparently all of the ink went down to the other end. There we go. Here's some orange. And it might just be that I can't see it because it's like the light pink and the light yellow. So that might be part of why I couldn't see those. I got so many little images on here to try to color.
Oh yeah. It's a lot of tiny stuff.
Yep, so I might not be finished by the time we get done here. But at least I will have helped you guys a little bit with trying it out for the first time and answering any kind of questions that you might have. And I really, really, really appreciate Miss Ashley coming in. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're able to make it in. But I love that she was able to come in and help us out as well.
Yes, thank you.
So I'm doing a pair of those old Fisker scissors in some teal. And I'm saying that out loud mostly because this looks like dark blue and I know it's not. It is a light blue tealish color. It kind of matches my watch. That's what it's supposed to do. Because what's my favorite color, guys?
Green.
That's you.
Oh, my bad.
Miss Elizabeth loves her green. Let's see.
Okay, so that was...
Let's see if these work.
So then we can just kind of lift it to see.
Yeah, just take a peek under the side and see if it colored.
It looks pretty underneath. Do you have to wait to cool it?
Not to do the peak. I'm just thinking, lift enough of the tape up so that you can see it.
Oh, you guys.
Okay, does this mean I need to bring you up full screen?
I don't know. Hold on.
Does it look like it happened?
Oh, it happened.
It happened. Okay, you are full screen, babe. Awesomeness! Yay!
I don't like my texting there. I may have
Honey, I don't like my texting either.
Yeah.
Even with tracing. Tracing was a little bit hard because it is such a and you can see the iron wasn't on the S, but that's okay. This is my sample.
What do you think, Miss Ashley? How you like that? Did she do a good job on her first try? This is her first try ever with any kind of sublimation, right?
Look at that.
You have to make me one and send it to me.
Oh my goodness.
Love it, love it, love it.
It looks like I missed a little bit there too, but that's not something to cry about. Let me tell you. It feels really cool, you guys. Like
it's in the machine. It is in the fabric. It is completely in the fabric. It is not going to wash out. It is not going to peel off.
So how long after we yes, thank you for beeping. Let me turn you off because it's going to be a bit. How long after we do this can we wash it?
That is a good question because I know you can wash it. I'm waiting on my StreamYard to get the comments up that I want to see. Cordelia is saying, "Oh, Elizabeth, that is so pretty."
Fabric tends to cool down faster than hard surface items. Awesome sauce.
Which is why you're able to touch them so much.
It's ready to go immediately.
Right. Fantastic.
I love that. Where's my squirt bottle?
Because she's got to test it. Awesome.
You guys, okay. So you need to run it through the wash.
And it stays.
Look at it!
Awesome.
That
Yay.
is soaked, you guys, and no bleeding, no anything. Look at that.
It's a gas
the
that is
backside.
infused.
Okay, here's something I want you to try since it looks like you've got plenty of fabric.
Whoops, I have a puddle. Hold your
Uh-oh.
horses.
Yeah.
I have a puddle.
Yeah, we do not want
Mayday,
you
mayday.
to kind of electrocute yourself or anything like that.
Yeah.
Jim
Which-
is saying, wow, about your project. That is awesome. Sherry is saying, that's great, Elizabeth. Amanda at Pear Blossom Press is saying, that looks amazing.
Amazing.
Crystal
Fabulous.
says, sweet sauce, love it. Adorable, Elizabeth. Everybody is loving what you did there.
Okay.
And then here's Pam's suggestion. Maybe I should maybe I should send you the tote bags to you, and when you order them, and you can put one of those in the corner.
Ooh.
Yes, I could do
Yes.
that.
Okay, so what I want you to try to do, because you've still got that paper that you colored, this is
Yes.
something that I didn't even know that you could even think
I
about
was
doing
gonna do
until
it
I
again.
yes, do that. I saw somebody who did with the paints onto a coffee filter. It kind of looked a whole tie-dye look, and she got, I think, like 3 or 4 prints off of it,
Okay.
off
So
of one
this-
coloring, and it was
This
awesome.
is gonna go dry over here
Because you got it all wet.
sopping wet. I had to show you guys because that's a fear. Like you do all this work and then you spill some water on it. Like what's gonna happen, stuff like that. So yeah. Okay, so we're gonna turn this.
And of course, if it's like okay, I've got a couple of tote bags, polyester tote bags, and that I haven't used yet, that I haven't done anything with, that I bought at, I think I got them at Michael's on sale or something at one point. I haven't used them yet, and you always want to know, well, what about when they get dirty? Because we know that they're going to get dirty. Okay, Jim is asking if Bethany has special guests tonight.
Well, the children did just wake up, but I think they're going to go eat before they come say hi.
Ah, okay.
They're trying
totally
to get
works.
to the bathroom now because both girls are now trying to potty train.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
That
Okay,
definitely makes it easier
so
for you.
I
Absolutely.
am
Right.
still full screen, yeah.
Yes, you are
so,
still full
yeah.
screen.
If anybody, this is just the glass mat, a cooking mat, heat resistant cooking mat, and some fabric. That is what I'm using to iron at my desk. Otherwise, I actually have an ironing board. You guys
Right.
know what those are, right?
No, what is that?
Yeah, I actually have an ironing board. But yeah, so I'm gonna do this again. All right.
Okay, my question is, can I break the tips on these? Because I feel like I'm being super.
And I accidentally hit the wrong button on you. I was trying to bring you up center. And of course, we got part of. Are you using a stencil?
I am. I'm
Because
using.
that was something I was thinking about too. I love that idea.
Right. So I did the hand drawn part. Now I'm just going around with the stencil to get a
Okay,
little.
I need to just do some quick coloring on this instead of trying to do all of the little details. Like make my little sequins on here, do like 3 or 4 of them instead of spending so much time.
Right.
Because I also want to try something else that I just found out that I can play with at this point in time instead of having to wait. Because I saw something on their website that I didn't
Uh-oh.
think was out yet. Do you guys know what that is?
No.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show because I want to play with this, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to color this one up later, and I'm going to go ahead and try playing with this other stuff because they now have on their website the paints.
Ooh.
The paints are now available. Apparently they just had the release this past weekend. It was on Sunday, and I didn't know that until I'm looking through the website and looking for different excuse me, I'm looking for the links for different things because of course I want to share it with all you guys. And I see, wait a minute, those are the paints. The paints are available? What? So I just had to ask Ashley. It's like, Ashley, does this mean I can play with them now or do I need to wait? And she said, go for it. So they come in, there's basically a set of 5. But we all know if you've got your primary colors, that's basically all you need. So you've got your primaries, which are the red, orange, red, yellow, and blue, which means you can mix all of the other colors with those. You've got white. This is acrylic lightening medium. So it is sublimation paint that is going to make it so that it will help you lighten the colors on your others. And then we've got the black that looks purple. So what you're seeing here in the screen, guys, that is the way that it looks. It looks purple. It looks dull, but it is actually black, meaning you can either have it as black or you can use it to darken the colors. Just it's regular color theory, which I am not an expert at, and I really haven't done much with blending, but this is awesome. If you guys saw I know a lot of you saw the artistry videos from the show. And she was coloring this real pretty flower she actually did several flowers using the paints. So now, because I'm wanting to play with the paints, I'm going to bring you guys up and then figure out what I want to do. Cordelia says, I have an old ironing board that's in the wall. It's behind a little door. You just pull it down to use it. Yep, I used to want one of those. And Pam says you'll have to look for polyester bags. I did find some polyester bags at Michael's at one point in one of their cheapo bins. Okay. Oh, and Artistry has a color mixing chart to help with the color mixing if you have questions on that. So did you already press that again, or you're getting it ready to press, Ms. Elizabeth?
Just got it ready. I had to iron my Dollar Tree polyester scrap. And this is going on again. What I did though is I covered up the writing, so it's just going to be the unicorn this time.
Ah, that makes sense.
I think what I can do though is have pay somebody to print the text for me, and then I can add that later.
That's a possibility too.
Like, because Miss Bethany
you could have somebody create a stamp. Or you could do I'm trying to think. If you have somebody create a stamp for that is in the right orientation, you could just use the black ink pad that I gave you to stamp it with, and then just do the coloring.
Oh, that's a good idea too.
That way you don't have to pay somebody else to do some of your artsy stuff.
Yeah. But
somebody was asking something about a live, so I'm looking that up right now too. Looks like Elizabeth, me, and Bethany are the only ones today. What's that?
Bethany, I think, broke it.
Did you break it? She broke it. I don't know how you managed to break the pen, hon.
I can't hear her either.
She's on mute still. I'm unmuting you. Oh, I can't unmute her.
That's me. Sorry. I broke the nib.
I don't know how you managed to do that.
I don't know. Apparently, it's too aggressive on the turn or something. So I'm going to get the last bits out of this, but I'm going to switch to the other blue, I guess.
Yeah, I found that I didn't have to push very hard to get the color on there.
Right. No. All right. Switching to blue. Very sad.
Very sad.
Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of those stencils that I like so much. I haven't used them in a little while. Let me find some washi tape just to tape this big old thing down. And that gives me plenty of room to just... Might help if I did it right side down, because I can feel that I've still got some of that. Okay, Ashley says, if I can get it sucks. Streamlabs takes forever. I'm sorry, StreamYard takes forever for the chat thing to come up. So I see a comment and I can't put it up. So she says she will get you another one.
Oh, okay.
So I put that up on the screen. So what you'll need to do is
Oh,
you'll need to let us know what
that's brilliant.
What?
He says, put the markers in the machine. Your
Put the
cutting
mar-
machine.
Put it in the
No.
cutting machine? Wait, what?
Okay,
It's
you
like,
know
what
how
are
you
you
can
saying?
change it to the pin adapter?
Oh, you're talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
yes. I'm thinking that would work. Ashley was also saying that this was like a first. She has never heard of somebody having a problem like that.
Oh. Sorry, I had to do it on the live.
Well, you are also proving how good of service and stuff they have.
Right.
Ashley is she's a bomb. I mean, I love her to death. Okay, I'm gonna make me some. I really think I need to find me a palette. I know I have some around here somewhere. Actually, I have plastic. Plastic works. And this works too, but I kind of want to be able to move it out of my way because I know I'm going to make a mess. So first time opening up the paints. And something else I want to do later, but I'm not going to do tonight, is I also want to do, to use it on my gel press, but I want to play with it a little bit here first and play with the gel press a little bit more too. After that kind of catastrophe live where I tried and it didn't really work,
It was so pretty.
I sucked on all of mine that I did last time on the.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, to me it did. But anyhow, back to whatever it was I was saying. Now that I forgot.
You're gonna do paints with the gel press.
Oh yeah. After I did do some prints, pull some prints since then that looked better, and I think I figured out what I was doing wrong. And what's bad is I had just finished playing at the convention. I mean, at the show, in the gel press booth with the folks there, and had no problem getting my pulls to work.
Huh.
So
Yeah.
I think what happened, and I'm saying this for my benefit because I can always look back at this later and say, oh yeah, that's what I said, because I will forget, right? So what I had done is I had previously trying to play with the gel press with Cheryl. I think I was letting everything dry too much. So there's a difference between having too much paint and not enough paint. And I was thinking I was having too much paint at one point. And then this last time, I think I just moved it. Dadgummit. Need another piece of tape. Okay. This is just paper, right, guys? It's just paper.
Just paper.
Okay, so the second one is much lighter. And if you guys can, I would recommend using something that fits over the whole thing all at once.
Yes.
Because you can see, even though I thought I had the same pressure and everything, it is lighter on the one when I moved it over versus the other side. There's a line there.
Well, we kind of expected it to be a little bit lighter anyway because it is the second generation.
Yeah, but even on the first one, you can see where my iron was the first time versus the second time. It has a separation there. It definitely has a separation.
Okay. Still looks awesome though.
Yeah, it does. Right there. But it's really noticeable on this where the iron was the first time versus the second time.
Yeah, having a full coverage press is a good idea.
Which mine will be here this week.
Yeah.
So you're getting another one, huh?
I'm getting the full size generic, like the Cricut, the Stamper Downer one, because I want to do big things.
Right.
So yeah.
Well, you guys know how much I love my mother-in-law, and that's why I have my Easy Press.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got a generic Easy Press. It was cheaper.
Because she has gotten me some fun. She has gotten me some fun things to use in my craft room over the last few years. I mean, she got me my first scan and cut. She got me the Easy Press. It's
Where's
kind of
mine?
where in that family you have to tell them what you want and they get
Yeah.
it for you. Where I grew up, where we never knew what we were going to get.
I lost my unicorns. Where'd they all go?
You lost your unicorns.
Oh, I
You
ran
just
them
made
over
them.
with my chair. They fell on the paper.
Oh,
On
well,
the
that's
floor.
not good. Don't
Yep.
do that.
Yeah, I ran that one over. Looky, he's munchy munchy.
Okay, I did say I was going to try to keep this down to shorter times instead of being on here forever. It is already almost 6:30, and although
Number
we're
one
going to keep
winner.
going, I do want to talk about something else real quick. I decided that we are going to do a giveaway on this video. Only thing is, this time I'm not going to have it just open to the folks over in the chat or folks watching on the live, although I absolutely love you guys. I also want to share this yummy goodness with the folks that are going to be watching the replay. So I've got kind of a list of different things that you can do to win one of the products. And what we're going to be doing, and I had them out here, and you've already seen it over there on what the ladies got. I've got some more of the ink pads, and I have some more of the markers. I did have them on my desk. What did I do with? Oh, I remember what I did with them. Okay. Packages, packages, packages. So this is my prize pack that we're going to be doing, okay?
Awesome
So
sauce.
yes, so it is a set of the markers, and it is the sublimation ink pad, and it's the same ones that hopefully none of them break. It's never happened before. So anyway, it's the same ones that the ladies are using with me tonight. So, Maureen, be sure to check out I know you said bye, and you had already told me that you couldn't go real long or anything, so great. But be sure to check out the description down below, okay? Because I've got more information on there. So in order to win these, you do need to like, subscribe, comment, all the things. And then I've got a form down below that you're going to click on to be able to basically do other things, like and subscribe to Elizabeth's channel or to Bethany's channel or to Artistry for extra chances to win. The more you do, the higher your chance to win. Okay, guys? So my first part was, let me look back at the comments, at the description, because I put in there how many likes I needed to have on this video in order for us to do our giveaway. And right now, off the top of my head, I can't remember what it was that I said we had to have. It's not on that screen. Because I decided that this time around, I'm going to give you guys some goals.
Goals? What are those?
Oh, don't tell me I didn't put it on there either. I could have sworn I did. Okay, the more likes that the video gets, the more it's actually on the, remember I told you that it was good that I had a page up on one of my blogs. So I've got a page over there, and the link is down below. The more likes that the video gets, the more people are going to win. So I'm going to start it off with one package, and if we get to at least 20 likes, we're going to be giving away at least one prize pack. And guess what? We are right, and I'm not making this up, guys. I'm going to go ahead and share that screen because you guys are probably thinking I'm lying. We are right now at 20 likes on this video, and apparently when I switched screens, they didn't have any of the sound. And I just noticed that. I am so sorry, guys. I was showing you the website and all the good things. We have got, if we get at least 20 likes on the video, we were going to be doing at least one giveaway. We already have at least 20. If you have not already smashed the like, be sure to do so. We also have a second prize that someone has donated, and they received a spare of the small die of the month for the month of April. And so if you want to do that, that's also going to be in with this. So right now we've got at least 2 packages going to be in part of the giveaway. One is the artistry package. The other is the small die of the month. And if we get more likes, keep on liking, guys. If you get more, the more likes that are going up there, the more of those kits I'm going to be sending out. Okay. It is US only, and that is only because of the price of postage. So if you want to help donate to some of that, feel free. There is a link down below to be able to do like a tip or something on my channel. Okay. So I am so sorry that I screwed that up again. There's always got to be some kind of a technical thing, right? Okay, I do see that Bethany has got hers all taped up, so I'm going to bring her up center screen so we can watch what she's doing.
Okay, so but because I have it taped up, I have to I have a full setup with my heat press and everything, so I'm waiting for my heat press to warm up.
Okay, so you've got one of the big heat presses.
Yeah, I have the original Cricut regular press. What is it called? Oh my gosh, mind blank right now. So I'm putting it at the highest temperature I can though, which is only 380, I believe. Hold on, 360. So I have the original Easy Press. I don't have the more advanced one that can get up to 400 degrees.
Mm.
So
that just means having it on longer. Ashley probably knows approximately how long you need to have it on there.
Okay.
So, Ashley, if you know with that other machine that she's using, I know that she needs to have it on there longer because it doesn't get quite as hot. Do you know what temperature that is, Bethany?
Well, I get up to 360.
Okay.
That's the highest I can get.
So if you know, I don't know if she's still in because I know she said something about a ball game.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see that.
But maybe if she knows how much it needs to. I'm painting more of this than I actually need to. I'm painting all the whole darn slim line when it's a little bitty square.
I still see her in the chat, so I know she's there. I know for my neoprene coasters, I do it for about 80 seconds. So it might be okay at 90 seconds, but
yeah, it is kind of a close temperature wise too. So
right,
and they're similar.
I should actually put my print up though, because pressing it without the heat down is kind of dumb.
And I just realized I didn't have any water. I have water to drink. I'm going to put some in a little glass so that I can clean my brush. because I want to be able to print I want to do the rest of this thing, you know?
Oh, she said the ball game got rained out, so she's here to stay.
Oh, awesome. And we definitely actually need to figure out when I'm going to come down there. Number one, I need to get rid of the rest of this cold before I go anywhere, but I definitely want to come down and visit. That would be so much fun. Okay, so I think I'm going to do some, I kind of want orange flowers just because they're so bright and stuff. I'm going to do some yellow for the center and then mix some orange for the rest.
So while I'm waiting for my heat press to warm up, I can show you though what I made my mom.
Awesome.
This is a tumbler I designed for her for Mother's Day.
Yeah, I saw the Spider-Man one that you did. That was awesome.
Yeah. So I actually I made a Captain America one for my dad. I just did that one last night. So that one I designed and made. Yeah, it's addictive to make these tumblers, by the way.
I believe it.
Yeah, they're really fun.
See,
This one,
there are so many fun things that you can do
oh yeah,
with, well, just in general, like with your, you've got the sublimation whole stuff with your printer, and I did a couple of glitter tumblers with
oh
resin, and it was fun. However, it just took friggin' forever.
right, oh yeah. No
So
one,
because of that, I didn't really do much more of it. I've got one tumbler that I really like, and I use it anytime I need to take coffee anywhere.
yeah,
And that's my Stephen King's It Pennywise Clown one. I absolutely love that one, but I don't really do anything else with it. I've made one canvas bag using vinyl, and I think part of my problem is because it's more permanent than paper. It's not something I'm going to throw out if I mess up, kind of
right.
thing. I think there's been a little bit of fear that I'm going to mess something up with it. Of course, I haven't tried to do anything within like 2 years, so I
Right.
don't think it's going to be any kind of a problem at this point. My confidence level in my crafting has gotten a lot higher. Let's just put it that way.
That helps a lot.
The
No,
more
You
I
you
should
the more you
do
do, the better you get. That's
right.
just yeah.
Well,
you
and
should
the Spider-Man cup was the first one that I did, and it was like, oh, that was pretty darn near perfect. All it is,
Absolutely.
it takes time to create the design because I'm not always copying and pasting from somebody else. So like the design, like I took this one from a sketch and made it into a graphic and added my layers. But yeah, it's like once you have that, it's 6 minutes in the oven to 7 minutes in the oven, and then 5 minutes in the fridge, 5 minutes in the freezer, and you're done. So it's really not that long.
And you can do that with these inks and markers too, and these
Right.
paints.
Right. So that would be really cool to even try doing something like, because I this is actually the backdrop of this one is an alcohol ink print that I made with alcohol inks, and then I took a picture of it and put it in to Photoshop.
That's awesome.
So yeah, you can really use
Okay.
anything as your backgrounds. So you
So
can
I
create
am
it on
going to say
paper.
that this is done. I also know that because it's paint, this is a type of acrylic paint, and I know that some of it went under the stencil, but you know what? I really don't care that it went under the stencil because that's just going to make it look a little bit more artsy.
Yep.
But I've got enough of it on here that it's still going to make kind of a cool design.
Okay.
So I'm
All
setting
right.
that off to the side, so hopefully I don't get paint all over everything.
My heat press is on, and did she say if it was light or heavier pressure? Because
Um, so she has a comment on here. We suggest adding 30 seconds.
yep, I did that.
That's what she said.
I bumped it up to 120.
And Gloria was asking if you printed on an inkjet printer. I think what you did is you converted an inkjet into a sublimation printer. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. So the
Mhm.
eco tanks, the Epson eco tanks, you can, like, you don't ever want regular ink in it. There's a way to clean it out, but it's a pain in the butt. But instead of putting the Epson ink into it, I just put the sublimation into it right when I opened it right out of the box. I did a video on it too. It's on my channel.
Yeah, I thought I remember seeing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was pretty simple, but I actually I had a snafu. I had one of the inks had the cap or the nib. It
Mhm.
had um, it was not open. Like there's supposed to be a little slit so that the ink would come through, and it wasn't flowing through. So I had to messily create my own slit into the nib so it would actually pour ink into the tank.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah, I only got a little some places, but it wasn't too bad.
Okay, this is the part that is my patience is not being happy. My paint's not dry yet. So
Mhm.
that's one of the things I did learn while we were at Creativation is that you have to have the paint dry. And there's just a little bit of shininess in some areas. Like, so I've got a little bit of little bit around the edges of my petals that are not quite dry yet. So now I need to dry it before I can actually put it on anything. And I've got Miss Elizabeth up big so we can watch what she's doing again.
Yep, I redid Sassy, the unicorn, and she is going right there on the little coaster you sent.
Oh, awesome.
So, and I got all the colors right this time.
If I ever permanently decide on a good logo for me, then I need to do that.
Yes.
I mean, it took me forever just to decide on my my business cards. I've been printing them out forever because I'm always afraid I'm going to change my mind. So I've had like business card stock in my cabinet for like 20 years that I was finally using up. And right before the show, I actually had some printed. So I finally decided I like this business card. It looks good. It's fun. And yeah, people can now see who I am.
Okay. So,
and Dawn says, yay, on colors right for Sassy. You do know that now that you've done this once, that everybody's going to want one.
Well, that's fine. I'll figure out how to get them in the shop. You guys can support me and get one. But I'm gonna, I'm gonna have to wait to properly do them until I get the
big press.
The big press, because otherwise there's gonna be a halo weirdness in the hair. So yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna take mine out.
Ooh,
see if it works.
Let's go to Bethany.
Let me bring her up. I keep punching the wrong thing.
Upside down, but yay!
That is awesome. That is lovely. And when you touch it, to start off with, you think, it's not really in there. It's going to rub off. But then when you start rubbing, it's like, no, this is awesome. I mean, this is a textured coaster, but still, it's gonna feel awesome.
Beautiful.
So I did have a comment up from Sherry D, and this one is actually going to Artistry, to Miss Ashley. She says, have you all considered getting the t-shirts for Sublimation Printing in V-neck? I know a lot of people that will only wear V-neck t-shirts. And to be honest, I like the V-neck ones better than I don't know what it's called, the other one. But I wear what I have. But if I'm buying a new t-shirt, I usually go with the I do usually go with V-neck as well. Jim is saying, I love the 2 shades of blue.
Yeah, it was a good accident. It turned out pretty all right.
Yep, absolutely. So now I am going to trim down my paper. And I think my design is big enough that it's going to cover most of my coaster. One thing I did notice when I did this before is that when you go outside of the lines of your coaster, any of the extra is going to wind up on your transfer, on your protective sheet.
Yeah.
So,
and that's why you have the sandwich, because you don't want it on your press and you don't want it on your mat.
Exactly.
And I noticed that when I did my second one, you guys make sure that you use a clean sheet, because the residue transfers. So I have a little bit of residue transfer.
That is what I noticed on my first video that I did last year. I did the exact same thing.
So this kind of work is definitely going to have some waste, because you can't always reuse that parchment.
Exactly. Right. I'll transition back, but this parchment I've used for a lot of neoprene coasters, but you can see that it's starting to turn colors, and I won't be able to do it for very much longer without having transfers happening between my mat and my press. But
okay, I'm going to go back to answering, or rather, Ashley from Artistry answered the question about the t-shirts. She says, we started with unisex adult, then unisex youth, and we just added toddler and baby ones. V-necks could be next. Yeah. So that would be awesome.
I'll have to check out the sizes, because I'm a big girl. I need a man's 4X.
Oh yeah.
to get a comfortable t-shirt, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Todd does not like it when I steal his shirts because I stretch them out.
Yeah, I need big shirt. I need a big girl shirt or big guy
Yep.
shirt. Which my son is taller and he wears like a 5X shirt just so it's long enough because he's got a long torso.
Hmm.
But yeah, and he saw these pins and was like, oh, and I'm like, yeah, this is what you do with them. And he's like, oh, I want to do that. And I'm like, well, we need to find you some really big shirts. But yeah, so
Okay, so you guys you already know about the giveaway. I'm talking about the giveaway again. So I just want to remind you, be sure to like and subscribe. This is kind of the minimum that you need to do is to like and subscribe on this video and comment, need some comments in the comment section, not in the chat. We love your comments in the chat, but you know what? After the fact, I'm going to be putting all of the comments together over in the, that are in the comment section for me to be pulling from, okay? On that form that I gave you guys the link to are other ways that you can add points for it. So liking and commenting on my video is going to be 10 points. So and if you are already subscribed to my channel and you've liked and commented, I'm going to add another 10 points. And then basically all the other stuff, that is awesome. Look at Miss Elizabeth's thing. That is so cute.
oh, Sassy looks good. Oh, and I held it a little bit longer on this side.
Awesome.
And it didn't do that fuzziness.
Right now I am waiting for my my press to heat back up because I took so long.
Oh my goodness. Isn't that fabulous?
Yeah, if I had been smart and decided to color something that had bigger pieces to color instead of all those little teeny weeny ones, I probably would have had a couple of things done already too, and I didn't do it.
But yes,
oh well.
Definitely toasty.
Yep. Awesomeness.
Yeah, I just need the text there and it would be perfect, but I'm not handwriting that. So
and it's really it's kind of too small to do even trying to cut it out with your Cricut. You could,
right,
but it wouldn't necessarily. And you use the trick that Ashley was talking about with covering that up with the tape.
Yes, I did. Well, that was on this one. On this one, I just didn't even draw it. I was like,
okay. But that looks awesome.
Nice.
Love it.
Yeah, I could print out a few of those and just like as if they were stickers. You could do it like that too.
Well, I think I want them sublimated on so I don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it ever coming off.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just saying I would do it like sticker style with a sheet of all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I would just snip or yeah. Just let me know how much cuz yeah. I would send you the size, the file-y thingy.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Gloria, no, you don't have to spray a sealant. It is infused.
Yeah,
Jim, I'm going to look into that as well.
Yeah. Artistry just put up a bunch of rainbows for us.
So I am trying to get this ink to dry. That's drying fast. I use the black.
Ink. Oh, absolutely. They've also got colored ink pads now, which when I got everything, I don't think they have them yet, but I do know that they are in the store. So don't forget, you do have an opportunity to get 10% off.
So how dry does it need to get? How dry does it need to get before I can?
For ink?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Okay. So I feel like it's dry enough?
If it feels like it's dry, I think it's dry.
Okay. That's like super wet right now.
And Ashley was letting Jim know that it's there forever as soon as you're transferred. Or as it's transferred.
The only thing is, with sublimation, I've learned if you stick it out in the sun for too long, or it like is in a very hot environment, like 100 and whatever degrees, it will dull it. Like the gas will become a gas again. It's not like immediately.
Oh, that's right. If it gets too hot, it can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so mine should be done. I just left it on there for 90 seconds. And this is, again, using the paint.
I'm such a dork. Okay.
What did you do?
Well, I was
you just tried to
put
put
it
the
directly
cover on
the fabric.
No, I just stamped the ink directly on the fabric. I need to put it on the paper first.
I have no idea what that does if you do it the wrong way.
Well, we're going to find out because I've already just done it. So let's heat it up and find out.
Okay, so it looks like I did not heat this enough because, probably because I had the heat press on the wrong side. So I'm glad I made this mistake because that way I can tell you guys what not to do, right? So I had this with the back up, I think. I think that's what I did. And you're supposed to make sure that you do it with the paper part going up first. So I'm assuming that that's the reason that this did not transfer. Mine did not transfer basically at all. So I'm going to try it again for another 90 seconds. And I'm assuming also that the paint needs to have the same temperature and time frame as the inks do. Is that right, Miss Ashley? Just double checking to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
So I'm using my heat gun now to dry it, and it's still taking a while. So.
And I wanted to make sure that you guys see the code. So I had put this thing together and then didn't actually use it. Okay. Ashley says that that's the most common mistake. And it's just, you just want the heat to go through the paper. So if I tried to, I think what I did is I put it through the coaster before going through the paper, and that's why mine didn't want to work. Okay, so let's see how mine looks. Trying again. I'm hoping that it goes through. This time it worked.
Okay, so you tried to heat it from the back?
Yeah, I heated it from the back, and the paint did not transfer.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you do, so it's always good when I make a mistake, right, guys?
You're right.
Because otherwise, I don't remember to tell you stuff. I don't really want to scratch this either.
It's not backwards.
So here we go.
Ooh, pretty.
So this is from the paint, and you can kind of tell where the paint kind of pooled in some areas. It's a little bit darker. But I think that looks kind of cool.
That is really pretty. I want the paints.
I know you want the paints.
Can I have your paints?
No.
Is it your own?
No. You cannot have my paints.
I need all the things. I want
know.
it all. But I can't afford it
well,
all.
Okay, we've got the coupon code. We do have the coupon code, remember?
I'll see what I got in my budget.
So you should show what I have too. I just got this from Amazon today.
And what was that?
So I just got this.
Oh wow! Look at that tape gun
dispenser. I have
Holy
5
macaroni!
rolls.
I think I saw that on somebody's channel. I don't remember if it was yours or somebody else's, but I did see that. It's
not my channel because I just got it today. So this is brand spanking new, fresh out of the box. But I'm happy because the one that I picked, I didn't realize was already assembled. Everybody else was complaining that they had to assemble theirs. So I was like, oh, yay, I don't have to. It was all put together in a box.
Okay, this is cool. I do like my coaster. Only downside is that I think I should have moved the paper over a little bit because the way that I had it positioned. Let me bring this back up.
Yeah. Oh, so This
I'm
also
trying to.
cuts. This cuts tape either 3 inches or 5 inches, depending on how you have it set, in bulk. So this whole roll, all these rolls right here, are all pre-cut.
Okay, give me a second because
Oh,
I
sorry.
don't know what I did with my screen. It's like it's right now it's full screen on my screen. I couldn't see
I
anybody
see
else's
that.
stuff. It's like, come on.
Okay, I'll just fold
Okay,
it again. There we
okay.
go.
There's Elizabeth and there's you. And it's like I keep
So,
forgetting how to move people around. It's like, okay,
no
I will
worries.
figure it out.
But the big wheel, you can get multiple pieces of the same size versus the little tiny side wheels where you can just do whatever size you want, which is nice when I do like the tumblers because I need like a thousand little pieces.
Yeah.
And it's really for the first few I was hand cutting it with some scissors. So up until today I've been hand cutting with scissors every single time I need a heat tape. So if you're gonna do this, invest in something like this. I think it was only like $16, so
Hey,
it's
that's
worth
cool.
it.
Wow. Yeah, well, Ashley says that tape dispenser is legit. It cuts pieces for you. That is awesome. Okay, let's see if I can get this to do what I wanted it to do. That's not what I want to do. I want that one to go up, but I don't want it to be big like that. I want it to be small.
Your heat
There you
tape
go.
tears my paper. Do you have that problem, Debbie J?
What's that?
Your heat tape tears the paper.
It can. I think I had mine on there so long I wound up having it melt. Not my paper, but but the tape melted a little bit. Do you like the way that this turned out? It looks like I got a little bit of the paint off to the side because I got this little bit of blue that it was just from, and this was all mixed. You remember that I don't have green, I don't have orange in this paint set. I've got red and yellow, which made my orange, and then my blue and yellow, which made my green, and I could have lightened some pieces up if I wanted to by combining it with some of the white, and I could have darkened some of them if I wanted to by adding some of the black that looks purple. What's fun is on the side, it does have a little drop of the color so you know what it's supposed to actually look like, what the color actually is.
That
And just
helps.
to compare, you can see the yellow definitely looks like the yellow drop. Okay, so I see that Bethany has got out her Cricut Easy Press like what I've got. Hers is blue
Mhm.
though. They didn't
Yeah.
have the blue when I got mine. They only had the pink because I would have liked teal.
Yeah.
Well, this little midget one is like a bluish teal that I
I
have.
know, that is cute.
It was supposed to be green, and I was
Oh.
like looking at it on the screen. I'm like, that don't even look any kind of shade of minty green at all. And it got here, and I was right. It's not minty green, so it clashes with my green.
Aw.
Not really, but it's
All of the stuff in our space is mostly teal and greens too. And I just go, well, it's kind of shades of teal and green.
yeah.
Okay, so we still have 14 people watching. So
Yoo-hoo!
do you guys want us to stop
Yay.
or do you want us to still try to make stuff? You know what I think they're probably going to say. But we have been on an hour and a half. That's what I always try to remind you guys. We have been on an hour and a half. And I think what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to still use a stencil because I'm with Bethany. I don't really feel like I draw that well. What I'm gonna do, and this is one of those stencils I know that you guys like. It's one of those is kind of a mandala looking thing.
Now, my suggestion
Uh-huh.
would be if they were able to get a brush style tip versus just the chisel tip, because that would be really
Yeah,
awesome.
I have a feeling that it has to do with what the medium is. It's not
Yeah.
like it's gonna be watercolors or alcohol inks or something that's gonna blend.
Mm-hmm.
These I don't think are going to be blending. It needs to soak
Right.
down into the paper. And this is just my assumption. So it's kind of
Okay.
where Ashley would have to confirm how it works.
Yeah.
But that's kind of my assumption on it. So what I'm doing now is I'm just taking a pencil and tracing some of the stuff on here, and then I'm going to try, attempt to paint it.
And to answer Dawn's question, no, of course not. We're not tired. We're having fun. So yeah.
We are playing. Well, of course, I'm tired, and Elizabeth has got her caffeine, and she told me, I don't know if I'm supposed to tell everybody when you got up today, Elizabeth.
Yeah, I just got up a few minutes before we went live. So.
Oh,
I'm not ashamed. I needed the sleep apparently because I sat there in bed. I was doing some gaming stuff, and then I was out again. I don't know what happened. I was just
all right. So I'm gonna do the reveal. I don't know if this worked.
Okay, bringing you up. Just a second. Let's see which. There, that's you. Okay, and taking down the comment.
Here we go.
Oh, that is awesome. Okay,
Oh,
I just changed my
pretty good.
mind. Except I don't have the. I'm wishing I had the colored inks because I'm thinking this one would look real cool with colored inks.
Mm-hmm.
That just means I have to get them.
Well, put it in your shopping cart. Use your code.
Exactly, guys. As a reminder, that was a good reminder from Ms. Bethany's to use that coupon code over at artistry.com for 10% off your order.
woohoo. We
'Cause we
only
love
have the
making- well,
chisel
what's
at the
fun-
moment, but other tips are certainly possible.
So I was wrong. That is really good. That is definitely good to know.
Yeah, if
'Cause
I
I was
can
assuming
have,
that it was, I would do better with, well, I don't know, a bullet nib, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm good with a bullet nib. I'm so used to that with my Spectrum Noir.
Oh.
I want a fine tip, like so I could write if I wanted
Okay, I have to show you this. There is a set of black markers that they sent me a year ago that I did not know. What I didn't know at the time when I first opened them, what they all were. Let me get that up there. Okay, and get that back down. But they are different sizes.
Are
This
they
one is black
sublimation?
round. This one is, which one is this? That just says thermal. This one is black fine.
What's a
And that
black
one is,
fine look like? Yeah, see, that would be good.
I mean, it's smaller than the bullet nib that I
You
use for
should
my
send it to
Spectrum
me
Noir.
so I can try it out.
I only have one.
Well, I'll send it back after I'm done using it. I gotta see how it looks. I could do lives on this all day.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Jim is awesome. You know, I now have a second, I think I have a second moderator bot.
Yeah.
Jim copied and pasted the moderator bot's comment. Want to play with Sublimation? Get 10% off with coupon code Sublimation. Hey, Jim, do you want to be a moderator on my channel, honey?
He's auditioning.
I mean, if he does, I can definitely add him on. That's not a problem. That'll take like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I should make him a moderator on mine. He's always at mine too.
I know. He's a sweetheart. But I thought that was so funny. He's basically copying and pasting my moderator bot stuff, so that was awesome. And then right after that, the Artistry Ashley says the coupon works for all of the new products, paints, stamp pads, and ink refills. And then she says something about we don't have them anymore, but you can get them under a different brand at Michael's or Joann's. And I'm not sure what it was that she was talking about that they don't have anymore. So if she could clarify for us, that would help me so much. And then she also...
There you are.
Sherry says, stick with us and we'll give you all kind of product ideas.
Yes, we do.
Oh, and Gloria is basically saying something that I think is true. Also, Miss Elizabeth, she says when the ink is gone, she will send it back. So if I sent you the marker, I wouldn't get to use it.
No, why she gotta say stuff like that?
Because she knows you too well. Okay, and then and then Ashley says we have the patent on the marker, so you might see other color options and tips on other brands.
Oh.
So that is good to know. Jim says joint custody of the markers, 6 months with me and 6 months with you.
Will they ever make it back?
I know. Oh, Jim is Cordelia. Thank you so much, honey. She said that I thought Jim already was a moderator, and then I look over into my YouTube screen. I've got too many screens open. I look at my YouTube screen, and he is a moderator on my channel. I forgot. That's what I get for looking at the StreamYard chat.
I'm like, how could he drop a link if he wasn't already a moderator?
Well, it depends on if you have it shut off or not.
Oh.
Because you can, yeah, you can choose to not have it shut off.
Oh, I think that's the default. I probably never even looked to see.
Yeah, I don't allow links because that's where the trolls come in.
Right.
It's sad.
Well, knock wood, I haven't had any trolls show up in a little while, which is nice.
Yeah, they're sneaking around on my channel because I have specific word combos and things like that are blocked, and they started not using those words anymore. So now I gotta redo it. Like the one guy used emojis.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm like, oh, you stinker.
Yeah, well, recently I had seen, I don't remember how long ago it was. Like, I mean, I was basically off of YouTube for like what, a week, because I was feeling so crappy. So I don't know what all happened during that time. I've missed everybody's videos. I really need to try to catch up on some of those. But I was seeing where they were like regular, like people were commenting on things like they were regular people.
Yeah.
And then just saying stuff that we're not interested in hearing.
Yep.
That's kind of like random men deciding to say hello to, oh, I didn't copy the whole thing. Random men deciding to send me an instant message thing over on Instagram. And they say something, they say, hello, dear.
Yeah.
And that immediate tells me they have nothing to do with crafting, and they probably are looking at my 10-year or 11-year-old picture and thinking, oh, she's cute. That's like, have you ever looked at any of my videos to see what I actually look like or what I actually do? Okay, so now I'm going to see if I can play with some inks, some paint again. And this one's probably not going to turn out well. And if my painting turns out bad, then that just means I will not transfer this one. Dawn says, I mean, you know, Debbie, Elizabeth does take all the things.
I do.
They disappear.
I'm not sad about it.
Of course you're not. Shush.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you real quick how this the fine line works since I'm done with my tracing. Let me bring this back up so you can see. This way Miss Elizabeth can see. I'm not going to do it on the part that I'm probably going to transfer.
Oh,
how's that?
Nice line. Yeah, that's nice.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah. Now, where did I put the lid? Elizabeth, you stole my lid.
Under L for lid. Where it's at. Under L for lid.
Okay. Cordelia says, I don't know if I have a good enough attention span to be a moderator. And Pam says it's got to be more challenging since we've increased the number of chatters. You know what? We welcome all the new chatters. Absolutely. Which reminds me, if you haven't already smashed the like, be sure to smash the like, and my Streamlabs bot just said it too.
They must be listening to you.
Yep, probably. So what all are you guys still working on? Because if you guys are getting close to having a project done, I'm not going to make everybody wait around and watch what I'm doing. Because I'm just getting started on another one, and it's probably not going to turn out that well. But anyway.
Oh,
where did I put the thing? That's where I put one.
Well, I stamped out a butterfly, one of the stamps you sent me.
Okay.
I'm just coloring because I'm going to do another card poster.
Awesome.
Since I have all these sublimation blanks everywhere.
Exactly.
I don't think we have time for me to do a full wrap, so.
Okay, and since this is, since I did drew this in pencil, even if I did in markers, I don't think that it would show on my transfer because it's not, sublimation markers if I just use a regular marker. But I am trying it with just the paint because I figure this is going to give me something to try to work with. Let me put down some more color and then I can just kind of do the blending. And hopefully this will just be really colorful and pretty, and we will see. I'm thinking kind of rainbow-ish. Because we all love rainbow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if we don't, we love something about it. So, yes.
Unless you don't like color, then you can't
Sorry about that. I started coughing my head off again. And I've got sublimation paint on my mouse.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like something I would do. Like, oh yeah.
It just means I got it on my hand and then I tried to do something with my mouse. Like, yeah, that happens.
I do that.
It's very hard to talk when you're drawing. I just have to say that.
It's hard to talk when you're stitching.
Ooh, yeah,
that's true. That is probably one of the reasons why I have not done much with that on my channel, period. Yeah, I would. I mean, I've got all those cool new stitching dies that I'm going to be using soon, but I probably am not going to do a lot of this actual stitching on my channel because, yeah.
It's a good look with the holes. It's fine. No worries.
No, I'm probably going to do some stitching. I'm just not going to show you guys on the channel. That's all.
Speed stitching.
T, hello. Thanks for popping in.
Hello, T. I'm so glad that we're still doing this because you got to come and say hi.
Yay.
Oh, and by the way, this is all artistry stuff. Guys, why don't you go ahead and show her what you've already made using this stuff?
Who are you starting with?
How about you?
Me? Yay! All right. So,
because they were so cool. T, you are gonna love this.
Oh, you guys couldn't even see me stitching. So I have some Dollar Tree polyester that I bought a while back, and I can't even talk. Why you pick me? So I took the rubber stamp. I used the Sublimation ink stamp pad and I stamped the butterfly, and then I used the lovely pins to color in the butterfly and just trimmed it out, and now I'm just kind of stitching it in there. Before I did this, we did a trial run that I messed up, but
it was awesome anyway.
It was awesome, and I soaked it in some water, shook it up just to show that it's like perfect. It doesn't bleed after it's set. The handwriting, ignore that. That was the first impression, and then this was using the same one a second time. I just covered up that, so you get a lighter version of it, which would be fun to do with flowers and stuff, not having to worry so much about that. And then we did another tracing in the proper color order this time and sublimated that on there. Oh, and it's so lovely.
Love it, love it, love it.
But yeah, I think
everybody of course wants one of her coasters.
I definitely need to get me some of the fine tip so that I can do the eyes a lot better. I think that's the only thing, because these are the chisel, which they do go to a nice little point. I mean, I did all of this with the chisel. The eye is missing a lot of the detail. But that's okay. I'm still happy with it for my first coaster sublimation. And I was using just a small little heat press, and I had to do it twice. but you can kind of see, I should probably do the corners because there's like this little glossy versus the flat. So yeah, I have a bigger machine coming, so I won't have that problem next time.
So does this mean that your sublimation cherry has been popped?
Yes, and it's a lot of fun, you guys.
Because you guys know how much she loves to do all of the artsy stuff anyway.
I love
so
all
I
the
am
things.
thinking when she is definitely going to be one of the folks that gets the paints, and she is going to be making some awesome permanent items. I mean, making cards is great, but these are ones that you can give away as they can be artwork, they can be gifts. There's so much you could do with this. It's going to be so awesome. We are now switched over to Miss Bethany so she can show us what she has done.
Bethany!
Stop coloring then. Okay, so what I did was I hand drew out this little flower, a lily, the tiger lily here. And then I grabbed a stencil, which is hiding somewhere. Oh, here it is. I grabbed a stencil and then I just broke a nib, but
which Ashley from Artistry said that she would take care of and replace for you.
So I'm excited because I'm a little afraid about that. Okay. So and then I switched to the light blue. So that's why there's a two-tone of the blue here. And then sublimated that onto the coaster. And then I did a cheater way and I used this stencil and I sublimated on the lovely car coaster, the neoprene car coaster. And I used the same time and temp for both. And it didn't burn, so, because this is just the black, I just smashed the black sublimation ink pad instead of using the markers this time. So.
And I think that was a fantastic idea.
Mm-hmm. Like if I did this again next time, I would probably fill in the white, but no, whatever.
It's pretty. I like it.
I love it. I love it. That is just so lovely. Okay, and then what I've got over here, this is what I did. I actually started on a couple of different things. I started off by doing a stamping to try to do something similar to this one, because I did this one a year ago on metal. This is a metal keychain, and I had stamped it out and colored it, but it was taking so long to try to talk and color the little bitty things. So I took out, because Ashley is awesome and said I could, these are the brand new, I've already got the label messed up. Okay, I rubbed that off. These are the brand new Artistry Sublimation Acrylic paints. So I decided to try that out. This is with one of the stencils that I've used on a card and stuff before. I think I should not have left the edge over here. I think I just had it positioned wrong, but it turned out fabulous. And this will not come off. That will not come off.
Awesome.
It's basically baked into the product. Okay, so now I am doing another one. I traced a stencil out so that I could try to get my colors a little bit better, and I'm just playing around with some of the paints and just painting them onto this paper, and then I'm going to heat it up with my heat press to be able to sublimate it onto something else. I've got some keychains, I've got some luggage tags. I do have another of the coasters that we were using. This is what the coaster looked like to begin with, except I've got a little something on there. But this is what the coaster looks like to begin with. And I know that Elizabeth is doing some stitching, so she's not going to be doing another baking of the things yet. But I think Bethany's going to be doing another. You're doing another coaster, right?
Yes, I'm doing another card.
Yeah, and this is just plain copy paper. Elizabeth's right. She posted on there that it's just plain copy paper.
Yes. I'm using sublimation paper, but I'm using sublimation paper that got eaten by my printer because I was naughty and put it in wrong. So.
And when she's talking about sublimation paper, it's the paper that she prints on for sublimation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not this protective paper that we use to make sure that we don't get stuff on the things.
No, this is just stuff that I got. I actually had a higher price point material, and it was not doing well in my machine because it was too heavy. So I switched to a Amazon brand, and it works perfect every time now. So
fantastic.
Pear Blossom has a question for you, Ms. Lady with all the paint.
Okay, can you thin the paint for a more watercolor look? I think they said at the show that you could. I have not done that yet, though. I'm going to have to try that.
Yeah, I think.
I would try it if I had the paint. I'm just saying.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just put some dirty water on this paintbrush to try to thin it out a little bit. And we're going to see how it looks. So for that, I'm actually going to just try coloring in a bunch of this just with watered down paint. I would assume so. I mean, you can water down acrylic paint anyway.
Right.
Well, that's a specialty. Oh, and Artist Breeze said 100% yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I was like, I think I saw that she did that or somebody did it.
Yeah, I can't remember. I wasn't hanging out at the artistry booth the entire time I was there.
Uh-huh.
Well,
I know
that's
it probably seemed like it. I was there quite a bit. I was hanging out with them, and I was hanging out with gel press. Like what I want to do with these when I get a little better with my gel press is using this on a gel press, because that's something I heard you can do. I'm thinking that would be.
Well, how do you do that on a gel press?
It's paint.
Yeah.
Oh, so you just pick it up with. Oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
So you pick it up with the copy paper, then you sublimate it.
Yes.
I want to do that.
I knew you would.
I don't know how much.
Okay, and just for a reminder, because I know there have been a couple more folks that have popped in, we are having a giveaway.
Okay.
Yes, I keep talking about the giveaway because I want everybody to try this stuff out because it's totally awesome. So the giveaway that I'm going to be doing, and of course I lost the markers again. Okay, is going to be a set of the markers and the Artistry ink. This is the black sublimation ink. This is basically what we're using today, except of course I've got the brand new, just released, just came out Sunday paints. But this is what we're going to be doing for the giveaway. To do that, be sure to like this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Comment down below in the comment section, not the chat, but in the comment section. And also in the description, you're going to find a link to be able to go over to my website that has a form. It's going to have all the other ways that you can enter. Every time you do one of the things, you get 10 extra points. So the more you do, the higher your chances to win. Okay?
If anybody is wondering, the protective paper is in a big bundle on sale on their website.
Yeah, this is what one singular roll looks like.
Shop.
And it is this is 15 feet.
Find it on the shop.
Let me grab the link and put it in the description because I think I found it after I was getting everything else pulled up. Do I not have my artistry? There it is. Shop paint. Where's the paint? I think the paint was like on the first page. It's like I was scrolling down. The very first thing I saw was the white. It's like, what?
Well, they've got a nice little bundle with the paint, a bag, the paper, and the tape.
Okay, the sublimation acrylic paint. I just found the link for that one. Let me get my affiliate link, and I will put that in both the description and in the chat for you, Miss Elizabeth. Copy and paste. So this link is for the paints. And don't forget, you do have a 10% off coupon. Use coupon code Sublimation to get 10% off of your order at Artistry. It does not include the heat press or the discounted bundles.
Oh, I gotta wait on that. Even at 10% off. That's a really good deal. It's gonna be worth it, but I gotta wait.
Okay, I am now going to
paints.
My screen did something weird. There we go. Going to add that link down into the description as well.
And lightning medium for sublimation paint. They also have that. They also sell some of the 12-ounce tumblers. The
They've
markers.
got a ton of blanks. They've also got a blank of the month. I don't know if it's like I think it's a club, but I haven't tried that yet. And this time is like a bookmark. And I think I've already got the bookmarks, if I remember right.
The
I just
markers
came
pin
across it.
count is on sale right now.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so that lovely little pin pack that I'm using, which I don't know if we mentioned it, but when I did the black outline and then they did the yellows and the reds, they didn't
me bring you
bleed
up.
into each other. The when you were doing the coloring, they don't bleed.
I have no idea how my painting is going to go because I'm painting over some things. I think what went down first is what's going to be on top because that makes sense. But I don't know for sure. We'll just have to see. This is experimentation, just like everything else, which means if you're wanting to play with this stuff and see how it goes, go to Dollar Tree and find anything and everything that is polyester. One thing that I bought last year that I was going to do and then didn't make the time to do was notebooks. There's some specific ones I saw on someone's YouTube where they were able to do like print sublimation onto some of the vinyl cover notebooks, like spiral bound notebooks. So I'm going to try that at one point. Okay. Oh, that's right. Artistry is saying the blank of the month is a bottle opener.
Ooh.
Yes. So put something on there, like cheers.
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool.
All right, here's another reveal.
Okay, so we have got Miss Bethany up. Let's see how hers looks. And so T, if you I know that you missed this part, but what she basically did is she had to use like a heat press. Like I've got my Cricut heat press over here to heat this down, and it's like 90 seconds at 400 degrees. And those are in the item. They are not going to scratch off. They're not going to flake off. It's not like vinyl where it's going to peel off. It is in the substrate.
Yep, it is there.
Oh, and yours are like rubbery substrates.
Yeah,
awesome.
They're neoprene, so they're supposed to absorb all the moisture.
And I just remembered because Artistry was because I said something about the notebook covers. She was saying, yes, the glitter notebook covers. I saw somebody sublimate onto glitter vinyl.
Yeah. So if
you can sublimate it, you can do this and have it go into glitter vinyl, that HTV vinyl that you later put onto a shirt as a glitter sticker. So you can have whatever design you want as a glitter HTV vinyl.
Yeah, you can even do it like regular vinyl too. You can you just sublimate on the glitter part, and then what happens is you can turn it into like a sticker that's a glitter sticker, but with the vinyl or with the sublimated design on it too.
Which is why you need the heat transfer vinyl.
Mm-hmm. No, so you can use regular vinyl too. You can you just have to have it glitter.
Well, I'm definitely going to be experimenting on some of those because I have got, I've got some of the Dollar Tree craft area vinyl, and I've got all these other vinyls that I haven't gotten around to using because I'm always afraid I'm going to screw it up. And it's more expensive than paper, which is one reason why I don't really play with it that much. But this has given me an opportunity to kind of goof around and play with what little or whatever you want to call my painting skills.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm not good at it, but then again, I don't do it much. It's like when I do it, it looks good. I think I showed you guys at one point when I did the painting, paint the trail things, or I've done painting with a twist, and everything always looks good. But I haven't gotten around to actually doing anything real, I just don't do much.
I just want to do a shout out for Artistry. I don't know if you know this or not, but when I went on my cell phone to your shop under markers, stamps and accessories, supplies, blanks, bundles, dealers, all of them, the paint only shows up in the bundle. So without the direct link that Debbie shared or doing a direct search for it, I think I wasn't able to find it.
Well, I think I found it like on the third or fourth. Let me see what page it was on. It wasn't on the first page because I've got multiple pages.
Yeah, but I like to do the shopping like when I want to look at the markers. So I'm going to click on the markers.
Right.
It's not in a grouping like that.
Okay. Well, I was on the first page and it was
That's
like
fine,
on
you
the,
come
it was
here.
like the
Come say
the
hi.
bottom of the second page on the main website. This is where I'm on my computer. So I don't know how it
Yeah.
looks on yours. So you may have to either search for Sublimation Acrylic Paint Set. It is a set of the 5 paints, and then they have the individual colors.
Yeah. I'm just letting them know that it's not in a subcategory.
Yeah, I don't think they have it in a subcategory yet. But then again, this just came out. It was just released on Sunday. But yeah, that is a very good idea if they can put it into a kind of categorize it.
Yeah. I always help Neha too, because that's how I shop. I'm like, okay, I need this, so I go to the categories, and then I tell her, it's not in this category. It needs to be in this category. And she's like, oh, okay.
I have to admit, her shop has been really hard to try to shop in because I was trying to do that. I think when she was asking me to do some stuff for her, and of course, I haven't really had a lot of time to do a lot, but I had trouble finding things.
I have a few little friends who are wanting to say hi to everybody.
Okay, let's bring you guys up. Awesome.
Nathan, you say hi?
Hello. And here I am waving at the camera, and of course, she can't see me. You guys can't see me because I'm not on there anymore.
Me and him. Danielle is digging into my stash, though, currently.
That is awesome.
Yeah, would you like to say hi to everybody? You said hi when you walked in. You're fixing my room. Okay, thank you. Ellie, you can come say hi. You say hi. Say hi, everybody. You see everybody? This is Ellie.
Hi, Ellie.
Oh, and Franklin's trying to use the mouse. He wants to control all the things. Hey, you want to say hi? There you are. Here's a pretty girl. You say hi. All right.
And Ashley just mentioned, and she is absolutely right. She says websites are always a work in progress.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, and I don't really like mine because I every time I get something done, I find another thing I want instead. And since it's just me, I'm the only person making the decisions on the things, you know?
Okay, I'm so happy with myself. Let me tell you.
You are what?
FYI.
What did you do?
I'm stitching my fabric to the card and then putting cotton behind it.
Awesome.
So it's going to be a plushie. Oops, don't rip though.
It's going to be a plushy butterfly, huh?
Yep. Look it. It's going to be plushy. Just wiggle that around in there. Look it. Although I left the hole a little bit big, but that's okay. I'll stitch that down, and it's going to be a little fluffy pillow on my card.
That's awesome.
All right, now she's not being shy anymore. She's ready to say hi.
Is that you?
Is that you? Yes, that's you.
Awesome.
Oh, she sees the butterfly on Elizabeth's table. Say, ooh, butterflies.
Squishy.
You see the flower?
Flower.
Yeah.
Yep. So now that I decided to just kind of play instead of trying to actually make it inside the lines, I'm actually getting done faster and it's going to cover the whole thing. But now I need to dry it because it's not ready to sublimate yet.
So it must be dry to sublimate, right?
Yes. The paint has to be dry in order to sublimate.
Ellie, hello.
Crystal says, love it, Elizabeth. Gloria says, my mother-in-law's name was Ellie.
Sherry D wanted to see the tumbler again.
Awesome.
I'm pulling them back up. Give me a second. All right, Ellie's going to help me show them off.
All right.
And Amanda with Pear Blossom Press is saying, lol, I've been working on a new version of my site for 6 months. It's still not up. That is so cute, Miss Bethany.
So the gnomes, they spell out love with their little hearts. But this is a alcohol ink drawing I did, or whatever you want to call it. And then I slapped some gnomes and fixed them up till I liked them, and then
That's so
printed,
awesome.
slapped it on a tumbler.
And since I see that Amanda is still here, I'm going to go ahead and make a little bit of an announcement. Another one, right? I'm sorry. I am getting excited over everything. But
All
first,
the
we're going to look
things.
at this tumbler.
Yeah. Oh, this is the other tumbler. Yes, this is the Captain America shield.
That's
Today.
And
awesome.
if you guys missed it, she also did a Spider-Man one on her channel this week. So you guys need to check out that video. My announcement is going to be about Amanda at Pear Blossom Press because she is going to be on with me next week.
Woohoo! How exciting is that?
So we're going to be playing with some lights, which I don't know what it is because she sent me some stuff that is sitting in my mailbox because my husband did not pick up the mail yesterday. So I don't know exactly what it is. But
I have some of their lights.
I've got a few things too, but she wanted to send me some other things. So we're going to be playing with some lights and stuff on the live next week. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So you don't want to miss that. Also, the giveaway that we're doing tonight, I am going to have the you have time to enter the giveaway between now and I think I'm just going to have that form open until, let's say, Sunday night at midnight Eastern time.
Sunday night.
So that I can go ahead and announce the winners for the sublimation packs on next week's live stream.
There you go.
Does that sound good to you guys?
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Okay, so I am ready to do another one of these, and I think I'm safe to do using the same paper that I had. So I've got my mat, and part of this is for those guys that have not seen us actually do it and see the reveal and see kind of how it works.
Yeah.
We have done this a few times so far, so I'm going to go ahead and zoom on my screen. So what you need to do, okay, I need to put it, actually I think this is too dirty, so I'm going to flip it over. I got more of the paper. I'm not going to do that. I was going to try to reuse it, but I'm afraid that I'm going to mess this thing up if I do that. What you need, I like doing a taco. That's the way that Ashley described it. It's basically going to be a sublimation sandwich. You need some protective paper. This is the paper from Artistry. It is a siliconized release paper. She said that there are other things that you can use. You can use butcher paper. Better than butcher paper is if you can use parchment paper, and that this is better than that because it is that siliconized thing. So I'm going to fold it in half. And for me, that just means you can cut it in half if you want, or you can just fold it in half. I just fold it in half. So I've got my paper down. If I can get it go down. I've got my coaster, which is right now. Before I do that, I need to tape this onto it. Okay. I'm going to put, this is the sublimated side, that this is the surface that I want to put my sublimation on. So I'm going to basically tape it down with some heat resistant tape. And this is also available over at the Artistry website. And I got my little coaster, my little tape dispenser over at, see how much of the red do I want? Oh, right there, I think. But I got the little tape dispenser I got at Dollar Tree. I just thought it was cute. And most of the time you can reuse the tape. I just, on my last one, I kind of messed up how I was doing it. So I had to, some of my tape kind of melted a little bit.
Also, as long as you don't have ink on the tape, because it can sometimes...
It'll transfer over. Absolutely. Okay, Artistry Ashley is leaving now. She says, she says, if I can get back to the right comment, I just had it there. Here we go. Okay, sorry, can't stay longer. But thank you all so much for your support and for spreading the magic. Yeah, this stuff does seem like magic. Oh my God, it's so cool. Okay, so this is what I did last time. I had taped it down and I put it between my sheets and I thought, you know, that looks right. No, this is wrong. You need to have the paper on top. So when you're heating it, you do have to tape it on like this first, but then you turn it over and you have your paper on the top, and then you have your protective sheet on top, and then you have your previously heated Cricut Easy Press, which is now heating up again because it got cold. And yes, it was actually a taco. But once that heats up, it's now at 195, almost 200 degrees. Then I'm going to put this on top. It needs to be at, for this specific one, and for all of their blanks, Artistry does tell you the temperature and stuff and the duration that you need to do, so it makes it super easy to do. Still waiting. It's now at 2:30. It's getting there. But this is going to be on there for 400 degrees for 90 seconds. And Dawn says, bye, Ashley. Thanks for making the world more colorful. That is super, super sweet. And Amanda says, upside down taco.
It is Taco Tuesday after all.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Although I had my tacos yesterday, so.
Okay, I'm going to see what you guys are doing while I'm waiting for this thing to finish heating up. So Bethany, I see you're using one of the butterflies, and are you you're just doing some stamping with the Artistry ink onto some paper to color it?
Pad, yep.
Because you're going to make another thing.
I'm gonna make another butterfly.
I think you're hooked.
Yes. Oh. Well, I mean,
and what's fun is you can use any of your stamps. I mean, think about using that, and I need to get it because that's one of the only things I saw from the Simon Hurley new release, but the scales.
Right.
That scales rubber stamp. Oh my God. And I think he's also got a stencil. So there's going to be ways to use both.
I got a notification like minutes as I was preparing that mine just got shipped. So woohoo.
I was working on that form page. It's kind of where I'm trying new things. It's just like they were saying about how long it takes to get your website going. It's like, yeah, I think of new things I want to try to do within my website with all the WordPress stuff. And it takes forever for me to actually figure out how to do it. Once I figure it out the first time, I'm golden.
Yeah.
So you guys will have to let me know how you like that form and whether or not it works well for you, or if you have any issues, anything, you guys always let me know. Okay, mine has now finished heating up. So what I'm going to do is just place it down on top of my thing, and you need to try not to let it shift, because if you shift it, it could ghost, which means if you're using an iron or something, then you need to make sure that you're pressing down and don't iron it like you would a shirt. You just need to do the press. Oh, I might want to hit the button so I know timing. So this one's going to be slightly overcooked, but that's okay. Amanda wants tacos now.
Taco, taco, taco. I really like the markers. You guys, you don't have to be careful. Like this, I did the pink right over the black. I'm doing
the black's
red
still going to show through.
right over, and they're not bleeding together either. That's what I was worried about, is having the black bleed in to the color, but it doesn't. It stays put.
Yep. Sherry has a good question. How long is the coupon code good for? That's something that I meant to ask and then didn't. It's kind of where I've been back and forth over Facebook Messenger with Ashley, and I'm going to be honest with you, coming down to the wire, I was still just trying to gather supplies at 5:15. So, don't know for sure.
And then, of course,
so I will
she leaves.
I will definitely find out for you guys. I know that it should be at least good for the next week or so, but if it's on there for longer, believe me, I will have that on my website. If it's an ongoing thing, I will definitely make sure that you guys know. I never know for sure how long any coupon codes are good for any company. We are down to the wire. It's like 7, 6, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3. You guys can see it counting down, right? And now it has beeped. Okay, and to me, it looks like it probably has gone through.
Yeah,
I'm gonna peek. Oh, okay. And because it's hot, I don't want to hit my blank. I mean, I don't want to touch my blank.
Yes, those blanks get way hotter than the fabric does.
Oh, yeah.
So this one, I think I may have used a little bit too much paint. But look at that. And if I had actually colored it all the way around, but the template that I was using wasn't, I could have centered it, but I didn't. But that looks pretty cool. It definitely looks artsy.
For those that missed it as well, Artistry did say the best way to hold your pins is tip down, especially if you're wanting to use them. Let all that ink flow down.
Otherwise, you're going to have what happened to me, where I had some that didn't work because they've been sitting in a box for 6 months, something like that. Okay, so it is now a quarter. It is now 7:45, which means it's about time for us to start having dinner, and Todd's going to start yelling at me again. So let me just go over again real quick. Okay, this is a screen that I wanted to show that I hadn't done yet. I did a few videos last year, so if you guys want to see more about how to use these kind of in a more controlled, more concise manner instead of us being all over the place like we do for our lives, I do have some videos up. There is a playlist, and one of the Streamlabs bots' recent comments, that link is actually a link to my playlist. Okay, so that would be something that you guys can watch if this is something that you're interested in. What else did I have in this thing? Come on, move it. Okay, and then we've got the coupon code, which is Sublimation. That is good over at Artistry. It does not apply to heat presses or discounted bundles because they do have some deals on some things. And then over on my website, the link is down in the description below. So you'll want to go over there to be able to enter for the giveaway. We have, for the first part, is going to be a prize pack that has the markers and an ink pad. And this is thanks to Ashley at Artistry, because when I was at over at Creativation, she did give me a few samples, which is awesome, including these sublimation paints that I'm getting to play with today. We've also got someone else that has given us an additional item, and of course I don't have that on my screen. Let me get this one up, because I'm not going to do it like I did before where you couldn't hear me anymore.
Yay.
Okay, so now I'm over on my website, so you guys can kind of see what the link is going to take you to. So here are the original, this is the Artistry markers, this is the Artistry ink pad. You get one set of 10 markers and one ink pad, same as what I sent over to Elizabeth and over to Bethany to play with. We have someone, one of my subscribers has donated an extra small die of the month from last month to give away. So I'm going to be doing a drawing for that. I'm going to be giving away also some addition. Well, let me just go to this. I was saying that the more likes the video gets, the more people are going to win. If we get at least 20 likes on the replay, then I'll be giving away at least one pack. We have right now got... We're now up to 26 likes. So if you have not smashed that like button yet, be sure to go ahead and do that. And also be sure to comment down below in the comment section. So basically you're going to go to this using the link that is in the description. I think I'm getting tired because my words are definitely not working. And then there is this section that says extra chances to win. I'm actually on the second page on here. Anyway, you're basically going to put your name, your email, and then there's going to be different screens that come up to tell you different things that you can do. The more you do, the more points you get. Trying to remember what I said before. I've got points listed in the description too. But on everything on here, pretty much everything that you do, you get like an extra 10 points. So the more points you get, the higher your chances to win.
Yeah.
Okay.
FYI.
Yes. Crystal's saying something about Gina K Live, which I'm thinking is in 10 minutes. So we're going to probably want to wrap up in a minute. But I'm bringing you up because you was talking, Miss Elizabeth. Is that a tile?
It is a mini
canvas.
It's a mini canvas.
Oh, cute.
Now you can sublimate it, but it's not going to be as vibrant because it's
Right.
not polyester. But look how clear it is. Like,
Awesome. And here's another quick tip on that. And this is also in my playlist because I decided to try it out last year when we were doing Halloween stuff. Like a day or so before, me and Elizabeth did our Halloween painting stuff on that live stream. I know that because I went back and watched the video. I had seen that one way you can get things to stick to other surfaces like the Dollar Tree wood ornaments was to add a laminator sheet to it. So
Mm-hmm.
like what she's doing here to do the ink, do the same thing, but you've got your wood, you've got your laminator sheet, and then just get basically laminated on. If it's a thin enough surface, you can always run it through your laminator.
Right.
I have seen some folks do that. And I think that's probably what I did. I don't really remember. I've slept since then. But the sublimation ink will basically bond with that laminator sheet. So it works. I've also seen where some folks use polyacrylic. And you want to use polyacrylic because it is polyester. That's what the poly is. And it's also a water-based medium, so it's easier to clean up and stuff. But be sure if you're using that stuff, use it outside. That stuff stinks. Okay, so I am going to go ahead, and as soon as Miss Elizabeth is done there, I think we're going to go ahead and end so you guys have time to switch on over to Miss Gina K, or grab your dinner, or both. And while that is pressing, let's see what Miss Bethany's doing. She's doing some more color. And you're mixing all the colors up.
I am. I'm seeing how they
I
blend.
suck at that. Well, that's the thing. They're probably not going to blend that well because they're not any kind of alcohol base or water. I
Right.
don't know what their base, but
So
that is a way to get a kind of a blend without it
Right.
really being a blend.
So what I'm doing is
Kind of
more
like the stippling or cross hatching.
yeah, it's more like a texture blend. So I'm just letting the blank parts happen and then just coming back over with another color. So you're kind of getting that like texture
Yeah,
blend.
that is
yes.
pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's what I would call it.
Okay,
Not
Elizabeth is
impressive.
done, so she is looking to see how it turned out.
oh, this is when I accidentally stamped it
Oh,
right
okay.
on the fabric.
And you're just trying to make sure it bonds?
I was just seeing what it would do, and it's not beautiful because it bled and whatnot. And
And I
here's a
see
good
some of the flower, yeah.
yeah, the flower sassy right there.
That was
Yeah.
probably because of the
Paper was dirty.
yep.
But yeah, it pressed onto this interestingly though
Oh.
through the fabric. But yeah,
Well, it's
and
good
it's
to find
actually
out.
pretty clear. It's not as fuzzy as this.
Which means I think what you're going to be doing is using that paper and cutting it out and putting it on a card.
No,
No?
no, I don't think so. But I just thought it was interesting. But yeah, I like that. Even though it's soft, I mean, you can sublimate on non.
Yes. The higher the polyester content, the clearer it's going to be. One thing I am going to experiment with at some point is doing this in a coffee filter and trying out that tie-dye look that I saw at Creativation, because that was awesome. That was just it just was so awesome.
I like all the things. I'm gonna have to. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I may or may not be in a
I actually
sublimation
have an
attic.
idea for this, but I don't know if I want to try it. I've got those stamps, the reverse word stamps, and I've got white paint.
Oh.
So I'm wondering if I want to take the chance of messing up this coaster by putting a sentiment in white paint over it.
Yeah,
I mean, if this was a light color, I would say, go with a dark on top, but you never know when you're trying to stamp over something with white. But I could do that.
I've heard mixed reviews about doing sublimation on top of sublimation. Because remember, you're reheating the original one too while you're doing
Yeah, so it could possibly blend.
or lighten a little bit too.
Yeah.
It's
So I don't
there's
know.
mixed reviews about
I
it.
keep thinking that, I mean, and I'll be honest, even with my keychain, I thought this too. It's like I still rub it expecting it to rub off, but it doesn't.
Pretty cool.
Right.
I like my
This is
coaster.
too cool though.
I need more things.
Uh-oh. Are you going shopping now?
No.
She's building a wish list.
Yeah,
So you're drooling instead.
I am. I need a tissue.
That's okay.
Anyway, now I have 2 more new coasters. So, okay, guys, thank everybody for hanging out with me and Elizabeth and Bethany. And Bethany is now going. Okay, now I can't stop the video now because Bethany has to have center stage.
There's only
You
10
see, this is
seconds left.
okay, great.
That means I can get my heat gloves on so I don't burn my fingers looking at it right away.
So I do want to thank everybody for dropping in and hanging out with us as we were playing with our new Artistry products. Be sure to go over to the Artistry website and take advantage of that coupon code. Absolutely. Because you do get 10% off.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how this
And
went.
Ooh.
Definitely.
That actually worked out really well. I mean, the way that it looked to begin with, it almost looked too dark, but because the black, which looks gray to begin with when you put it down, was actually a black, and you had so much pink in there, it worked out great.
Yeah, the only thing I'd change is maybe put more blue around so that you don't lose the flowers. But yeah.
Or even some yellows or something. But I know that on my markers, the yellows and stuff were not. To me, they didn't look like they were coloring on when I was doing the crafty part, but I still have to go back and finish that one. So anyway, let me bring up this thing again so everybody can remember this is what they're supposed to be doing. There we go. Go over to Artistry and you can get 10% off of your order over there. Does not apply to heat press or discounted bundles. And the coupon code for your 10% off is Sublimation. You'll also want to go down into the description of this video to get some additional chances to win. There is a link that takes you over to my website that has got basically has got a form that has this form here so that you can enter in lots of ways. The more you enter, the more you can win. Awesome. So Gloria is saying 3 more minutes. So we're going to go ahead and say goodbye. Oh gosh, I am so sorry, guys. I love hanging out with everybody, and this has been so much fun. And I'm happy I got two new coasters. Elizabeth got some awesome coasters, as did Bethany. You guys did an awesome job for your first time playing with these markers, I have to say.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier than a lot of people think.
It's way easy, you guys. It's just color. And the fun thing is you can stamp and color. You don't even have to be like draw it yourself. You don't have to draw it yourself.
Exactly. And then you get to take it and keep it. This is a permanent gift. This is a perfect way. I mean, you can give them for any kind of a gift.
Right.
This would be, I mean, I'm already thinking we need to start doing some stuff for Christmas, right? Awesome.
Never
Okay. Next week, I'm going to have Ms. Amanda from Pear Blossom Press on with me, and we're going to be playing with some lights. It's going to be super fun. You guys have a wonderful day. I will be announcing the winner on next week's live stream, so you have through Sunday night at midnight to get all of your submissions in for your chance to win one of the, I think at this point I'm going to be doing at least 2. The more likes that show up on this video, though, the more of the kits I'm going to do. Also, if this is only for the US because of postage costs, so if you want to help me out with the postage costs, be sure to click on the link down below to do a donation down there. Okay, it's going to be in the description. You guys have a wonderful night, and I will chat with you later. Bye, guys.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank you.
Debbie.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.